Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. It's so good to have you here with us again. Today, I've got a wonderful and inspiring story lined up for you. It's a tale about courage, determination, and how one small voice can change everything. So, get comfortable, and let's dive into today's story, called The Boy Who Saved the Village. In a peaceful village, nestled quietly among rolling hills and lush green mountains, lived a young boy named Lina. He was only 10 years old, not very big and not very loud, but inside him beat a heart full of extraordinary bravery. Lina loved his village more than anything. He loved the wooden houses with their colorful gardens, the winding river that sparkled under the sun, and the tall, ancient trees of the forest that stood like silent guardians all around them. He spent his days exploring every nook and cranny, learning the secrets of the woods and the songs of the birds. One bright and clear morning, as the sun began to warm the earth, Lina was out on his usual walk near the edge of the forest. He was watching a family of squirrels chase each other up a giant oak tree when he noticed something strange. Far in the distance, above the thick canopy of leaves, a thin wisp of grey smoke was curling up into the blue sky. At first, he thought it might just be a cloud, but then he saw another puff, thicker and darker this time. He sniffed the air, and a faint, acrid smell reached his nose. His heart skipped a beat. "Oh no!" Lina shouted to himself, his voice trembling slightly. "That's not mist, that's a fire." Without a second thought, Lina turned and ran as fast as his legs could carry him, back towards the village square. His feet pounded against the dirt path, and his breath came in short, sharp gasps. He burst into the square where the villagers were just beginning their day. "Fire! There's a fire in the forest!" he yelled, pointing frantically in the direction he had come from. The adults stopped what they were doing and looked at him. Some chuckled, ruffling his hair. "Calm down, Lina," said Mr. Gable, the baker. "It's only the morning mist rising from the valley. We see it all the time." Another villager added, "You have a wild imagination, son. Go and play." They didn't believe him. They saw a small boy, excited and out of breath, and dismissed his warning. Lina's heart sank. He knew what he saw. He knew the danger they were in. Frustration and fear bubbled up inside him, but he refused to give up. He knew he had to do something more. With renewed determination, he turned and ran back towards the forest. He found the tallest tree he could climb, one that offered a clear view over the others. Scrambling up the rough bark, branch by branch, he pulled himself higher and higher. When he finally reached the top, his heart dropped into his stomach. The sight was worse than he had imagined. The small wisp of smoke had grown into a menacing dark cloud. Below it, angry orange flames were licking at the dry leaves on the forest floor, spreading quickly and eating everything in their path. The fire was moving fast, directly towards their village. Panic seized him for a moment, but his love for his home was stronger. He scrambled down the tree, nearly falling in his haste, and sprinted back to the village with a speed he didn't know he possessed. This time, he didn't stop to shout at anyone. He ran straight for the tall wooden tower in the center of the village, where the big, old warning bell hung. It was used only for the most serious emergencies. With all his might, he grabbed the thick rope and began to pull. The bell was heavy, but Lina pulled and pulled, using his entire body weight. Clang, clang, clang. The deep, urgent sound echoed through the valley. This was a sound no one could ignore. Doors flew open, and villagers poured out into the square, their faces filled with confusion and alarm. They saw little Lina, swinging from the bell rope, his face streaked with dirt and sweat. Then, they followed his gaze, and saw a toothed, ominous plume of smoke, now visible to everyone, billowing over the treetops. The smell of burning wood was now thick in the air. Belief dawned on their faces, quickly replaced by fear. The village chief, a wise old man, shouted, "The boy was right. To the forest. Grab every bucket you can find." A wave of organized chaos swept through the village. Men, women, and even the older children formed a long chain from the river to the edge of the forest, passing buckets of water hand over hand. They worked together, their earlier disbelief forgotten, replaced by a shared purpose. They fought the flames with everything they had, their shouts mixing with the crackle of the fire. Lena worked alongside them, his small hands passing bucket after bucket, his spirit inspiring everyone. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the last of the flames hissed and died out. The fire was stopped, just before it could reach their homes. Exhausted and covered in soot, the villagers gathered back in the square. The village chief walked over to Lena and placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Lena," he said, his voice full of gratitude and respect, "you are a true hero. Your courage and your refusal to give up saved us all. We are sorry we didn't listen to you at first." Lena, tired but happy, looked up at all the familiar faces smiling down at him. He simply said, "I just wanted to protect our home. It belongs to all of us." And the moral of this story is a powerful one. Never underestimate the importance of your voice, no matter how small you think you are. When you speak the truth and act with courage, you can make a huge difference and inspire others to do the right thing. And that was the boy who saved the village. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful story as much as I did. It's a great reminder that bravery comes in all sizes. If you want to hear more short English moral stories like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.